Hey everybody, Mark Edward Lewis here with CinemaSound.com. Today we're going to be experimenting with what various microphones sound like for podcasting both outdoors and indoors. One of the ones we're going to be using is the brand new AKG Lyra microphone, which is basically an amazing 4-polar pattern, specifically designed for podcasters, microphone, etc. We're building a podcast education, which perhaps by the time you see this will be available. Many hours of how to get the perfect sound for your podcast and how to deliver it. Well, what kind of microphones did we use? Well, first we started with the newer $35-odd microphones. They're awful, but we thought since so many people had them, we should try them out. Then the Saramonic TM-1 shotgun microphone. Then we used the lavaliers from Røde, the Filmmaker Kit. Then we used the AKG Lyra on front-only mode. And we used the Røde NTR ribbon microphone because it's a figure 8 and has excellent side rejection. And we used a Samson dynamic microphone, the Q8X, so that we could demonstrate what dynamic mics sound like. And both outdoors in a noisy urban environment and indoors, let's see how they sound. So Lisa, what had you get involved or interested in acting?
When I was really young, I actually started off as a dancer. And that kind of led to doing musical theater. I grew up in Connecticut, and then I moved to New York after about those 5 years. And I did a lot of shows regionally, like I booked them in New York and went out of New York to do them. I got asked to go back and do that off-Broadway show just on the weekends. And so I was in rehearsal at night in Boston. During the day, I had picked up like an odd job and I was working in an office just to make extra money. So he was like, yeah, maybe you should move to LA. So I really thought about it. I said, yeah, I think I should. Although I only knew one person out here, but he helped me out and actually flew me to Los Angeles to check out the LA Film Festival. He got back to me. He said, it's so sorry it took so long. I needed to find like a referral on you. And actually, I know somebody who did the show that you did off Broadway and was a big fan and said you were awesome.
So how long have you been here now? 2 or 3 months?
At that point.
Right, and that's about the time I think I met you.
Yep, that's when I met you.
When we had our get-together of friends and friends. So Lisa, tell us, what had you become interested in becoming an actress?
I have been a dancer since I was really little, so I started off dancing. And dancing kind of just naturally took me into doing musical theater. So then I ended up doing musical theater for about 5 years until I decided to move to New York and I went to the city. I also realized 5 days in that I loved film and I needed to be here to do it and learn it. Yes, I realized that I can't say no to musicals. So I realized I really had to be here in LA where nobody knows me, and I'm going to figure out this film thing. So I have to find an apartment in the neighborhood that I like. And I had all these check boxes that I wanted to check off. And I gave myself 2 weeks to do it from the other side of the country without knowing anybody here in Los Angeles.
So I think this is about the time I met you.
Yeah, it's about the time you met me. I had only been here for only a few months, I think, at that point. But I really tried to take off running. I joined a bunch of groups. I met a lot of people.
You were super busy. Hopefully this video has been beneficial to you and helpful. And if so, please subscribe to this video and hit the little bell icon so that you can get our notifications. We do a lot of videos every day. And hopefully this video has showed you which kind of microphones you might want to be purchasing for your podcast, whether you're in a noisy environment or in a quiet environment. We also have a website called CinemaSound.com, which has hundreds of articles, as well as our podcast education on how to make a great sounding podcast, and then hundreds of articles on how to get that Hollywood level immersion for your audience in the independent media creative space. Hopefully we'll see you there. Otherwise, we'll see you at the podcast studio.
Even if it's for yourself.